Hey guys, we're live. Welcome back. This is not the 3D print of the week. We are just experimenting with one particular print that I got a question with, which was the Dummy 13. Just doing a refresh to make sure that we know we are live. I thought it was live a second ago, but as it seems, we were not live. And it's public over here, which is fine, but for some reason, Stream hasn't pushed yet to you guys, so I'm just hitting refresh on my browser to make sure we go before we do. Oh, there we go. We're live. The thumbnail's default. I didn't take the time to make one, but I will. So yeah, we got a question from someone on how to print a Dummy 13, and I myself cannot wait to print the Dummy 13 when it just prints as one piece. And they had asked for the measurements. If we can see here. Where there's the question? Oh, right here. He says, can you send all the measurements for all the parts? Mine doesn't print. I have all the measurements for each part that was scaled so that it fits. But it would be nice if it just prints like this. So I printed, we're testing it though. I printed this scaled at 105 using the bamboo slicer. And then I printed the other parts which are on the printer. This is the armor. And I printed these parts, the frame, right, scaled at 100%. So I didn't touch it. I just pressed print, let the computer work its magic. So we're gonna see, right, if this actually works. Hopefully, right, fingers crossed. And don't worry, we have our 3D print of the week tomorrow, but I just wanted to try this again because someone had asked, and this still keeps me up at night sometimes. I'm like, why won't it print? Why won't, well, like we've printed the dragon, we've printed fidgets. We got fidgets that are two parts in one. We can print it and it'll work in any filament. We printed toys, we printed puzzles, we printed little things like this that spin. Well, this one, no. This one, definitely, I had to print a particular one. Etc. So knowing that, moving forward, let's go to the printer and see if we can put Humpty Dumpty back together again. But before we do that, let's let this person know that they can find a possible solution. Possible means possible because if this doesn't work, we're basically going back to the drawing board. Etc. Etc. Whoops. And then we are live trying out the new print in PLA. Oh yeah, so apparently there's no PLA support for this, but there's one version of the Dummy 13 that's PLA only, which is great. And there's a link to that. There'll be a link to that in the description. The link to that is actually right here. See that? That's this one. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, see right here? It does all the infills and stuff for you when you open it in Bamboo Studios. But when you click it, let's see if we click it. See? Everything is PLA. Kind of neat, huh? See right there, PLA. And when you open it, because we can select, I already have it in Bamboo Studios actually. See? So what I did was, it does it for you. That's what I like about the Bamboo Studios, is that it does it for you. And if you look over here on the top left-hand corner, see that highlighted green? I don't have my cursor activated, but look, PLA. And then if I click here, PLA. If I click there, PLA. And if you go home, whoops, if you go back to the home button and open up another version like this one, and just disregard because it keeps your changes. If I go here, that one is PLA, right? Oh, nice, individual parts. I must have sliced that one. But let's see, you know what? Let's go back to our browser, okay? And if you go to the one on the top, I believe it is this one, Male Dummy 13 High Quality. Watch what happens when I open it in Bamboo Studios. I like the fact that it tells you which parts are printed in which particular materials. Watch. So the armor, as you can see, the blue is PLA, and the inner frames is in PETG. See that? So, knowing that and moving forward, and the hands are PLA plastic. And that's kind of cool that it does that. And apparently we found the version that's PLA only. So let's see how that goes. Let's go back to the printer and see how it actually printed. Just to get an idea. So when it prints on one sheet, which is kind of cool. I'll just move this over here so that we can see and hear me a little better. Yeah, so it prints on one sheet like that, but I took it apart because I wanted to see if a part printed. The first time it printed, it just went bonkers, and it turned not into spaghetti, but it started clogging like that, clogging my nozzle, and so I stopped the print, and then I was able to salvage some pieces, right? And some of the pieces that were salvaged, what happened was I was able to take a piece and do like that. And I was like, oh my God, it actually works. And I was like, you know what? Let me scale it up. It was a little tight. So I said, let me try 105. 105 for the armor, which is like, like the knight in armor, the outside. And then let me just keep 100% on the inside. Okay? So that, that disaster sort of was like an awakening moment. But we'll see. We don't really know. It's just wishful thinking. But one part, right, will definitely work because one part is actually scaled to the size it's supposed to be. The rest we don't know. So we're going to just sort out the parts accordingly so that we've built this thing so many times, and eventually we're going to get it right. One day we're going to do a Dummy 13 final edition. This is basically what I would do, right, with the Dummy 13 on my own, but now I'm sharing with you guys. So if you guys weren't watching this is basically what I would be doing if I was here today, and just trying to figure this out. Those are his feet, and I said, you know what, let me share with you guys. And who knows? And last time we were live trying to troubleshoot a print, WW, I think D45, I forget the screen handle, was helping us troubleshoot, but it didn't work. But it doesn't matter that it didn't work. We got help. We had someone who was actually familiar with computer programming help us, which was just awesome. But unfortunately, and you need someone like that, that speaks the language and came up with more than one variable when it comes to the troubleshooting solutions, because that's all it really is, like a process of elimination of, oh, let me try this, oh, let me try that, and eventually you're like, it works. But when you have many minds coming together and troubleshooting, it speeds up the process, and sometimes even better, you learn more, because just when you thought you knew everything, it turns out you know nothing. And I'm sure if I kept staring at the code, it would have come to me like a silent movie with subtitles. I'd be like, oh my God, I get it, I understand, I see it. But you need it's not, it's just sometimes you can't do it on your own. But the Dummy 13 does not work that way. It doesn't work like most other prints. We've had a couple of prints on here that were not successful because of that, because of like the user experience was not as fluid. But I see some guys printing this thing in freaking life-size model, like it's like their girlfriend size. I don't know if my wife would let that pass. She'd be like, okay, you keep that thing in your room and like down here, don't bring that up. Like, I don't know, or maybe put it we could bring them out once a year on Halloween as a decoration. Probably. And then that's it. Then we gotta pack them up and put them away. I'm gonna move this thing since I don't need it. What colors I know? Whoops. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm glad I found the other port for the microphone. Actually, you know what? Speaking of microphone, we need to go here, and then go here, and then go here, and then go here. Alright, we're live. I just need the comment section, because sometimes people come on. Oh, hey, Dave S. Hey, hold on. See, that's why I was like, wait, hold on a second. Hold on, I have to go out for a second. 1 second, Dave. Howdy. I had a good run printing Dummy 13. Oh, from 75%, oh my god, size to 300%. I had to quit it. I know it's addictive, right? But for me, the addiction is trying to get it to print so that it just prints. Like, I have, I'll show you. I'll just give you an example. This is at 100%. And then this is 105%. I believe it should print. Why is it that I can't print this at 100 and then that at 100 and then it just goes in all in one? So when you printed your Dummy 13 at 300%, did you do the same thing? Did you do like one at 300% and then another one at 305%? Or is there something I missed in the settings? Because a lot of I learned that a lot of the stuff with the Bambu slicing does everything for you. It just like, you set it, forget it, and it just works. But this is the only print I've had trouble with. The biggest one is awesome. It's, oh my god. Hold on, let me shut that thing off. %. Ay, ay, ay. Where do you keep that thing? I guess you could put it out. I wonder how it weathers in Halloween. I'd definitely put that on my porch if I had 300%. And then, you know, leave it out on the deck instead of the skeleton. I have a Bambu Lab P1S though. Oh, that's probably why. Nope. Armor and frame. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, look, watch. I can find the parts. Oh, look. This is 105%, and this is 100%. And then watch, see, it works, and it fits. There's like, and look at that. That's pretty tight. That it wouldn't go in. That's how snug it is. A little bit of a here. It's not bad, but remember, there's another piece that goes in there. A little bit of a bummer. So yeah, that's the only. But the good part is that this file. I'll leave you a link to this one. You probably have. I mean, not that you'd want to print it again. This one, there's a PLA version only at the bottom, so you don't have to use the other materials. That yeah, check this out. You don't. So before, you know, we had to use the other material, but the PETG. And even then, we didn't have any luck, because when I forget, the PETG was a little bit tighter. Yeah, so I'm using the Ender 3 S1 Pro, but I have in the market for a new printer, so I'm just waiting for it to become available. I'm actually, I think my mind is set on the high Creality thingy, the new one. So apparently it's not in stock, but I've been experimenting with the Bambu slicer, which is just great, and I love it. You know, it grows on you. You know, after you figure out and learn how to use it. So here we are here, and if you don't know, for those of you who apparently, I believe in that, I'm not sure if it's this one. Hold on, let me make sure it's this one. Yeah, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a PDF that shows you how to assemble it, which is really cool. If you know, if you don't want to follow along on the video. The other one didn't do that. I forgot where I got the other one from. I may have gotten the other one from Printables. But knowing that, and moving forward, Dummy 13. Yeah, so then once you download the PDF, here it's really cool. I mean, in your case, when you're printing life-size models, you know, you just follow along here. So apparently step 1 is the head. So the head, I've never followed along with the directions before, but I've built this so many times in frustration because I was like, I want one. And eventually I got this one when I finally printed, but each piece was scaled. So I'm trying to do it without scaling. Here, I'll show you here. This was, I forget what the percentage was, but definitely bigger than the other one. Did like a nice little color for his head. Everything works, but I had to scale all the parts. You know, that's why someone wrote and was like, hey, can you share the measurements? Because each piece was like individually printed. All right, so let's see the head. Let's see the head. That's so cool. Wait, hold on. I want to see what he said. He said something about, yeah, there was little or no fine tuning for me. Pet G frame and PLA. Oh, wow, he got lucky. I also used a dummy 13V10 from the original. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Like the original Ray's Pizza is on somewhere on the 6th Avenue or something. Like everyone's like having the dummy 13, and and they hunt you down. Believe it or not, they will hunt. They will pull a Nima Nilsson on you. They'd be like, "I will find you. I have a very particular set of skills, and I noticed that you're selling my dummy 13, and you're not a Patreon. How dare you? Please take it down." That happened to me one time on eBay, but I wasn't for the dummy 13. It was for here. I'll show you the email that I got. Here, since hold on. Go to eBay. Like, what the fuck? The guy, like, and that's eBay in America. Remember, there's like an eBay in many different languages. eBay UK, eBay like German, eBay. So he's like, he's got so much time on his hands that he's just he's hunting. He's pulling Neiman Nilsson on everyone. Let me go to my messages. Here we go. Here, I'll let you see. Da, 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 da. Inbox. Hold on. So much spam in my eBay account. Da, da, da. Oh, here it is. Hold on. This is what happens when you don't become a Patreon. True. So here it is over here on this side. Oh, here, I'll move this over so that you can see. He said, hey, I noticed that you were selling one of my original designs, the Socket Buddy. Although the print is available to the public for personal use, commercial rights are restricted without permission. I've set up a Patreon account for anyone interested in selling my models. If you would like to sign up for membership, we'd be happy to have you on the JB Custom family. If not, no worries. I just ask that you stop selling any of my prints. Thanks for your consideration. I'm trying to respect those who are paying for the rights to sell. And I'm like, sure, no worries. I have not sold any. It was put on eBay a few weeks back. If you look at my eBay history of items sold, 0 Socket Buddies have been sold. If it sells, I'd happily pay your rights to sell fee. We'll take it down later this evening. It seems $20 is too high. Every week I do a 3D print of the week. This one was featured. Great print. The end. And then he's like, really appreciate your understanding. So they will find you. They have a very particular set of skills. And I was like, that'd be so cool. If that sells, I can sell the dummy 13 and make like $20 a pop. Nope, not happening. And they will find. It's a little bit of a bummer though. Like, who cares? Like, you know, like I could understand the whole Patreon thing, but I don't know, you know. And I thought he would have been like, oh my god, that's so cool, 3D print of the week, thank you, you know, like he was featured, right? And instead he's like, take it down. I don't care about 3D print of the week if you're not a Patreon. Yeah, so it's kind of messed up. So then I'm probably, like I was saying to my other viewers / subscribers, I'm probably like on his wall, like, okay, we got one in New Jersey, and then like there's a little pin, you know how like the detectives have on the murder investigations, like a little what are they called? I don't know, the thumbtack, right, with a part in the USA, and then another thumbtack with a part in California, and another thumbtack with their picture on it, with a part in Australia, and then Europe, you know, like maybe like in some other country. Yeah, a little bit of a bummer. I think someone made a comment or something. 1 second. Let's see what they said, because we're live. See, there's a comment. Oh, you can't see, but let's see what they say. Da, 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 da. Oh, nice. Comment, you really got to edit your video more. I stopped watching at 13 minutes, which is a shame because it was helpful, just too long-winded. Yeah, well, we're everything that glitches. We're not the... We can make it look fabulous, right, and 5 minutes long, but like, let's say, for example, this is Dummy 13. This is a live stream. But a lot of my videos, when I do the unboxing, when I do the configurations and stuff, I leave everything in, because when you see those videos that are 5 minutes long and then you watch everyone has a niche. This is my niche. I'm everything that glitches. I don't edit the videos. I might turn them into shorts, but like, let's say, for example, the FPV Remote Controller 3, how to put DJI RC into manual. We could probably make that 5 minutes, but there are some glitches in there. If you turn the thing all the way, you click it, and then it will just pop out. And then what do you do? And then what? I'm gonna make another video. They leave that all in there, but the channel's not for everyone. You know, it's not. It's for those that like. You know, we have subscribers that reach out to me and say thanks. So if someone's saying thanks to me for the video that I made and put all the time and effort into it, I'm happy with it. Now, when someone says, you know, can I make it shorter? I think about, yeah, that would be cool, but that's not my niche. But there are other videos out there and the other content creators that will give you a 5-minute video that leave out the shit that happens during the process, right? Like, this is you get to watch the whole process of me putting together the Dummy 13. You get to watch it's kind of like an ASMR version of the experience. There's just people. There's a niche for that. There's a niche for everything. There's like a niche for underwater basket weaving. So, you know, that would be nice. I do edit my videos. There's an editing process, if you can see. I was working on some videos recently. And here's a video right here. And I'm working on an editing. This one is probably 8 minutes long. Kind of neat. 8 minutes. I'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the world's shortest video. But I went through the whole process on how to do this. And you got to remember, my channel is a beginner channel. So beginners need all that information. Sometimes beginners need to hear it. Oh, wait, what did he say? What was that? And so instead of rewinding, I'm just going to go through the processes and steps. And again, you know, my process, we have about 3,500 subscribers, but, you know, we can't please everyone. But one of the things I did do, which I took into consideration, was make YouTube shorts. So the YouTube shorts, I try to find the ones that will work just right for you. But yeah, you know, it's a thing. But we cover all the parts, and because if you watch a 5-minute video, which is great, don't get me wrong, I love those videos too. If you watch a 5-minute video and then you're like, oh my god, that's cool, I got this, I can totally do that, and then when you go do it and you're like, what the fuck, it's not working, it's not troubleshooting, like, that's so weird, it worked in this video, and then you watch my video, like the full length, uncut, digitally remastered, and then you see all the glitches that happened during the process. There was one, there was one when I was doing I think one of the effects on the DJI drone. It took 10 tries, at least over 10 tries, to do one of the DJI effects, and then after like the 10th or 11th time, the master shot feature started working. And, you know, that's what we do. We're everything that glitches. So, you know, because there, of course, I'm pretty sure there's probably a 3 or 4 minute video out there showing you how to do the master shot. And then you're like, wait, it's not working. Basically, you're having the experience that happened in my video. You're like, what the fuck? You know, like, literally, I was so frustrated. But I didn't cut it out. You know, I could have cut that out and made it. I think it took us about probably 5 minutes to get that thing. Like here, we're taking apart the Dummy 13. Right, and I got all this remnants on there, and you gotta be sure to take all that crap off. And some people like that stuff. So I catered to the audience that made me, you know. And then we get requests. We got a request from one, actually FB the Unknown. He's been instrumental to us since the beginning. He put a request in. He's like, can you show how to build a drone? And we did that, and that one got a lot of views. That one, the how to build a drone video. So we basically, in the end, when I say or ideas for other videos, it's like what we can make next. But we can't leave anything out, because not unless if I make a short video, that means that nothing glitched out. That means the shit just worked. That means it was an amazing experience, and I was like, that was an anomaly. But if it's longer, it's usually a process, or there are many steps to it, But no, I could understand their frustration, though, because I get a little frustrated when I watch some YouTube videos and they have a long intro. I'm not a fan of intros. I just like, hey there, welcome back, guys. That's it. And then I just cut right to it and jump into what we're going to be doing, And I'm not going to, because, I don't know, I don't like intros. Not my thing. Even movies stopped. Remember back in the day, movies, not the subtitles, the credits were so long. The credits were like 15, 20 minutes, however long they were. And then finally you get to watch a movie. No, I just dive right in. Like, see, I'm just doing this so that you guys know what to do. I think I could have. There's another version of the Dummy 13 where you don't have to do this. I think the last one I printed one on a with Brim support. No, RAF. RAF, I think it was Brim. I can't remember. I think RAF was too big, but it was one of the supports. I think it was Brim. It was a thin layer, and then it just, you don't have to do this. It just peeled it right off. But remember, this is a different version. We downloaded the PLA version, and if this works, that would be phenomenal. All right, so let's try to put this baby back together. The put together process is really fast once you find the torso. Where is the torso? Oh, here it is, right here. And then the bottom part. That's amazing, though. They put it at 300%. Wow, that's like a Megan doll. Except it doesn't dance. Remember Megan? It was like weird. It was like the version of, like, the female version of Chucky. Instead we've got Megan. Megan is it was okay. You got a lot of cool movies like with the AI. I think one old one was Sushi Never Sleeps. That was I think that's where it all began. Okay, so here's the torso. So this goes, see this, and then this goes in here, and then you make sure that you don't do it upside. If it fits, that would be phenomenal. If not, we'll have to scratch it. I mean, see that? And then this one goes here. Wow, but that's amazing. That's when you know you're good. You're printing your shit at 300%. Me, I don't think I would do that. I'd be taking a chance. I'd be like, okay, hopefully this is gonna work. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we get this. Hold on 1 second. Is this a universal side? Yeah, I guess this one is universal, so this could just go right in. Just wasn't sure. And then this goes in here. See? Yay, we got it. Sweet. And remember, this is at 105% and everything PLA. All right. Which is kind of cool, because if you only have one color, not everybody. That's the other thing. When someone first gets their 3D printer, you only have one color. Like, I only had one filament. Let's see. I also use the Dummy 13. Poor guy scores the internet for people selling. I know, isn't that crazy? Selling prints from his STI. I know, it's like, I will find you. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this guy? Like, really, I was shocked when I saw the email, because I checked it from my phone and it's like, you have one new message. I was like, yes, it must be someone asking me to ship it someplace special. And I was like, what the? I was like, like sometimes they ask the seller a question. Nope, there was no question. And I was like, damn it, what the? And then it was so disappointed. And then apparently one of our viewers / subscribers said, $20 is a little too high. But that thing took forever to print. Like, I want to make my money back. I forget how long it took to print, but it all depends on how on your printer too. you know. So I'm just gonna do the head first. So yeah, that too. If if you don't have, oh wow, interesting. This one printed the head part differently. Really differently. Yes, I was like, damn it, but it still works. Is there a top or bottom? Yeah, there is. So this is the head. So here, I'll show you. This goes in here, flat, lays flat, and then slides right in. Sweet, see that? Wow. And then this part is the neck, and then this part, not sure, because it looks a little different, but this is his neck part. I think I would do like 105 and 110. 100% is not ideal, to be honest with you. And then this, let's see, he's got his little choke collar thingy, and then the choke collar thing can only go on one way, so I would probably recommend putting his choke collar on first. This way you know you got it right. And then his choke collar goes on the back, I believe. How do I have his choke? Yeah, on the back. Yeah. Covers his, like, wow, this is working really well. I got lucky, man. Maybe I might print this at 300%. My dream is to print this bigger. Like, literally, there's something so cool about the Dummy 13. You might like Dave S. Dave S. sounds familiar. Is that Dave? Is that Dave from down south? Look, this one. Savage Planet. This one was actually fixed by the moderator in Ultimaker Cura. Apparently, I bought the file. The STL file was broken. Something was up with it. Couldn't print. Wouldn't print. It was damaged, and he fixed it. Hold on one second. I think that's Dave. Dave! Let's see. Go to channel. Oh no, different Dave. Is that Dave? I don't know. Hold on one second. I can't remember. I thought Dave had... Let's see. I just want to see Dave talking.
Toolbox tour.
I need to see his picture. No. Can't see his... Maybe here. Maybe there's another Dave. Wait, let's see. No, it's a different Dave. Hey, Dave. There's another Dave on the channel who fixes... Wow, that's a big freaking tire. You're strong. It reminds me I gotta fix my tires. My tire sensor, the orange light is on. It says the tire sensor thingy, and it's not cheap to freaking fix. If you can do it yourself, I thought maybe I could do it myself, but I can't. Apparently, it's inside the tire. Got to take it apart and then put it in. Yeah, no. There's another Dave who fixes transmissions, and he looks a little bit like the guy from what's that zombie apocalypse film? He's probably ready for the zombie apocalypse too, but I forget which one. Walking Dead. He looks exactly like one of the guys from The Walking Dead, and the main character. I think they're making another new zombie movie. What was it called? 28 Years Later or something like that. All right, so there's that. Yeah, so welcome to the channel, Dave. That's so cool though. He printed at 300%. How much fun? I wonder how long that takes though. I remember my wife was like, she's like, you're spending a little bit too much on this like 3D stuff. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, it was only $20, Oh look, and here we go. Because she saw all the, I don't know where they are, the cardboard. It was supposed to go out with the recycling, the cardboard. And I had like 8 or 9 things of filament, but that was from the beginning. That's since the beginning. It wasn't like from like I went out. Look at that. Wow. It's not like I'm buying Jack Daniels. Although my favorite is the Knob Creek. I love the Knob Creek. Look at that. That's so cool. I think we might be onto something. But I still don't, I've been printing. I've printed over probably like 500-600 things, but I still don't understand why the armor is in, one is in PETG and one is in PLA. Like, obviously, oh wow, look, blue on the outside. Obviously, you can do either or, right? Here's the hardest part. All right, so we're just going to follow the directions. All right, so we did that. Now we have the lower torso, which is here, this one. This part's tricky because if you get it wrong, it'll like jam or something. One part goes here. And then we're just going to do one of these pieces here. But he has a bamboo. What kind of printer does he have? Give them the complainers. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm all for the comments, the good comments, the bad comments, and the ugly comments. I'm all for it. And you can't delete your comments. If you delete comments, you get shadow banned because the algorithms know. So any traffic is good traffic. Bad traffic is still good traffic too, because it tells the algorithms that there's traffic on that channel. So that's why all traffic is good traffic, even though, you know, some people are loose. You have some internet gurus telling people to delete their YouTube, what's it called? I mean, I have it on my phone, but I only look at it every now and again when I need to find a video, but I'm not a metrics guy. I don't do the metrics, but I only use it to search for a video. But it's called YouTube Studio. So I've seen some videos where the YouTube Studios are telling people delete YouTube Studio. You don't need it, because some people obsess about the metrics on there. See, now we got this one. This is pretty good. 100, and so I don't obsess about the metrics. I mean, I only obsess about the time. I'm like that guy in the Twilight Zone. I wish I had more time to like film stuff and make stuff. You know, remember that episode of the Twilight Zone where the guy had all the time in the world to read all the books he wanted? You know, that's me. I'm not worried about the metrics, but we got that. Look at that, kind of neat. This one's a little bit tight and snug, but we got it in. And now the lower torso. I don't know how he did it at 300%, but he must have got lucky. This is the tricky part. This is the makeup between this for me and the. See, look, we got like a whole upper torso thingy between the lower torso and the arm part where you have to put that joint in. I'll know when we this part drives me crazy because this is the make or break the deal, and it looks like it didn't print well enough. Thankfully it's just one. Damn it. Won't work. Nah, I may have to print this one separately. Maybe. See how it's, or I can just break that part off. Right? See how it just, I'm able to put the tweezers in between there? Man, that's okay. Might be able to finagle it. Nah, might have lost an arm or another body part. Wonder why. I wonder how that happened. Might be able to finagle it though. Nah, this is like a 5-minute print though. We'll skip that one. Oh man, 2. Oh man. Shit. I'll bring out the. It may go in. It may. Anyway, thankfully these are arm parts, or not really. Leg parts too. See, that's why I wonder how that happened. That's so weird. Yeah, looks like we only got a torso. Well, we could always split the model into parts though. Let's see. So now that we got the lower torso, which is great. I mean, almost the lower torso. This part, we have that part, and then we have. So then we only have a few pieces to print, which is all right. See this? This goes like I'll bring out the microscope so that you can. Yeah, the complainer is the one I like. But usually, if I see a YouTube video and I'm looking for something and it's too long, I'll just scrub it, you know, because there's something in there for everyone. Like, there's a reason why they put all that stuff in there. Just needed to snap in. See? Got his little joint. Well, I don't know how lucky we're gonna get. Hopefully. That's okay. We have a printer. We can print some more. I want to check out his channel again because he lifted up that tire like it was like it was Superman. Remember when the car fell and little baby Superman picked it up? And like just picked that shit up like it was nothing. Hold on. That's amazing. I used to have strength like that. I still do. I was trying to break some rocks up the other day with a sledgehammer. I didn't have any luck. Cool tools though. Nice bike. That's my dream bike. I remember when I was out west and oh wow, look at that. Dodge, no parking lights. A little board there. When I was out west in Idaho, these kids, they had a dirt bike, and it was like so cool. I was like, well, wow, can I try? And then like, sure. I was like, wait, how do I do this thing? And they're like, well, you know, this is the clutch. And as soon as he said clutch, I was like, fuck. And these kids were like freaking 13, like 12 years old, riding. I was like, wow, that's so cool. I wish I did that when I was 12 or 13. And I was like, I can't, forget it. Thanks, but no thanks. I just couldn't drive. I don't like, what the fuck is a clutch? I couldn't do the clutch thing. And I was like, damn it. I wish there was a dirt bike that didn't have a clutch, because I would have had just as fun too. And then I went shooting with these families. It was like so cool. Like here, you know, 12-year-old kids, 13, they you know, it's different. Whereas when you go out west, I felt like mentally channeled, and they have this little kid. He's like 12, 13 years old. He's like, you got to do it like this, mister. And he's like, what the hell? And he's like skeet shooting. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, okay. Like, do you guys have any bow and arrows? And it's like, no, this is all my dad has in the safe. You know, like, I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's different. Like kids, they like know how to handle guns out west, whereas here in New York, they're just little gangsters. You know, like here it's more like they have fun with it. Then they have a really good respect for the weapons too. You know, when you go out west, like they really know. Oh, nice. See, it went in. It was a good experience. I just wish I knew how to drive with the clutch. Not the clutch in the car, not like on a tractor, but the clutch on the dirt bike. Because can you imagine that? Like riding in the woods? That's got to be fucking awesome. But no, I didn't get to. But if the kids can learn, I'm sure I could too. But when you seriously say I can't drive clutch, they're like, whoa, okay. Yeah, why don't you just watch? Because, you know, you don't want someone blowing out your clutch and then you're like, shit out of luck. And you got to get it fixed. See, luck was doing pretty good, huh? Yeah, so it's expensive. I remember when I first learned to drive stick shift, I was on a hill and all the cars behind me were mad. Like, yo, what are you doing? What the fuck? Move it, man. I was like, no, you can go ahead. So I put the car into park and put the emergency brake on, and then I waited for everybody to pass. Then I started going up the hill. Because if you've never driven stick before, it's tricky. And when you're on a hill, never learn on a hill. And then that was my experience of learning stick. One day. This one's doing pretty good. So it was good to do 105%. Something happened with the print though, but that's okay. We can print those parts separately. You know? But we're on to something. See, it's just going together easily. Very, very easily. Is it some of the parts on the arms might have to be printed, but I believe when this video is over, we might be able to make a thumbnail for this one. Except, is that right? What's that? Oh, that's the one. Yeah, this is the part. Damn it. All right, so hopefully we can get one leg. I'm going to try and use the tweezers to push this down. If it lets me. I don't think it will. Damn it. That's so weird how this happened. That's okay. This is a very easy part to print. But I will show you. Damn it. Maybe we got at least one? No, they all. Maybe one leg. Nope. That's so weird how that happened. I don't know how and why that happened. But we'll have to... Maybe if I push it down. But then the rest won't go in. I have no idea. Oh wow, leaving on that side. And it's not like I can just pull it out. Maybe. If it lets me. Damn it. No. Oh yeah, maybe. Got one. And then pull the other one up. I'll put one under the microscope so that you guys can see what's happening here. Why that happened, I don't know. But at least we got one. And if we can get another one. And this is why, this is my shtick. This is what I do. You see, like Dave S has his specialty, and this is my specialty. You know, like I don't leave out the parts like this because, as you can see, and that's why I wear everything that glitches, because everything on my channel, I'd have no subscribers if nothing glitched. Unfortunately, you can't plan this. You saw me take it right off the freaking printer. Like, you really can't plan this. Like, some people say it's the fine tuning of the printer. I don't know. But I need to find that other piece. Was we got part of it? We got somewhat of a torso thingy happening. Not this one. Ah, here we go. These pieces right here. Believe. We'll just look at the directions because I can't remember. This one you have to get right. This one's hard to put in. Oh, okay. So the round part goes on the outside and the flat part goes on the inside. You probably know that, Dave S. The joint part. How was your joint, Dave? Like, were they easy to put in? This one I need to do on the floor on something. My joints are a pain. I got to do something like this. And to push that in and then sort of like put my weight on it and hope it doesn't crack. And hope, you know, just hope. Got it. Nice. It went in. Sweet. But we may have, hopefully we don't have to print another one. And the reason why I don't cut the videos out, because one time that's how it started. When I first started the channel, it needs to go in a little bit more. People were asking about, like, wait, it didn't work for me. Can you tell me what to do? And then I would send them a clip of the part of it what I had done to troubleshoot. And then and it kept happening a lot. It kept happening a lot. People asking for a particular moment that wasn't in the video, that was edited. And then I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. And then more subscribers started coming. And I was like, oh, wow, it's so cool. I was like, I guess people like that, you know? And so I left it. But I still edited it. Still edited it, but differently. This one's okay. I think I'm going to do one leg, right? And then the other legs print. because it does look. You don't want that, like that bulginess. It's weird, and it should be like a somewhat of a fluid part. I don't know why I did that. But that's okay. It is what it is. And then what happens? This goes into here, and hopefully, oh wow, it went right in. Look at that. Isn't that cool? But the hardest. I don't know if he had that at 300%. But then again, he had a like amazing printer. That's why we'll see. And I'm gonna do some of the prints over again. Some of the good prints, fun prints, so that people who have the same printer can know what it's like. Okay, so this goes here, sort of, but the other part didn't clip in. That's the other issue. It's got to come. Could put in the kneecap. See, that's why we can't cut the parts out, because this shit's not going in. Now if it worked, there we go. It's a little tricky, challenging, but we got it. And then now, hopefully, this is another hard part, his other joint. Damn it. It's like Barbie. If you ever had a sister and taking apart the Barbie, like the legs, this is like the hardest. See, look at that. And then we have his little part. So I'm glad I scaled this at 105. This is the RoboCop look. It's Frank Murphy. Hopefully. Man. So you see, the it's got to be like a little gap, and that gap is gonna make or break the deal. And yeah, there is a gap. I see the gap. Except, maybe tweak it down a bit. Got it. Haha, look at that. We're almost there. So not bad. There's some parts that glitched out, but see, and then there's this calf. Oh wow, I already have one here. Wonder if I can make another one. Here's one calf, another calf, inner calf. So this is really cool. Yeah, it's a bummer. You can't please everyone, Dave. Cool channel though. Nice stuff. They're and if you've seen any apocalypse movie, there are no electric cars in the future. Everything still runs on gas. My neighbor has an electric car. He has a Tesla, and we went for a drive one time. We went hiking, which is really cool. I used to take him on these adventures. We stopped. I don't know why we stopped. I think things just got busy. And he puts the address in his thing. And I thought he was driving. I'm like, wait, are you driving? He's like, no, I'm just, holding the steering wheel. I'm like, wait. And then I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. He said new Tesla drivers get gas anxiety. No, battery anxiety. And then we're driving along, and then we missed our turn. I'm like, hey, we just missed our turn. Why don't you just, pull right in there, do a broken U-turn, and then we'll just turn around and go to our exit. He's like, nah, we have to keep going. I'm like, why? What happened? The next intersection is 10 miles that way. He's like, yeah, but then I'll have to drive the car. I'm like, are you shitting me? What the fuck? Wait, of course you gotta drive the car. So this is your typical Tesla driver. They ain't driving. They're just and if God forbid if they should have to drive, I'm like, what the, come on, man. So we had to go an extra 10, 20, whatever, 20 minutes out of our way, because unfortunately I'll have to drive the car. I'm like, come on. And so then we still made it to our destination, but yeah, I didn't know that half these people in Teslas aren't even driving them. I'm all for the electric car thingy, but you have to charge them. It's like my smartwatches. There are so many beautiful smartwatches I'd love to have, but they're just not for me. like I don't want to be tethered to a charger, you know? Like it's just ridiculous. I you know, if there was a smart car that I can drive from here to California and back on one charge, I'd do it. But then you have to find the charger, you have to buy the charger, you get all that other fun stuff. It's not and they're not cheap, you know. Where's this one? This is Cav. Oh, the mini shin. No, looks like there's a piece missing. Oh, because I used a shorter one for in there. Nah, that's not it. See, there it is. I just have it on that one. So I gotta take this one out without breaking it, because I already have one in there and they're hard to put back in. Me. No, unless I push it out. See, and then turn it, and then pull, and then push it down. See, and then we have it. So, except I just don't want to use another one. Now, this one goes here. Kind of neat. And then we pop that in. Voila, we got a leg. Is that a leg? Yep, that's his leg. And this is the back part is his calf. And then we'll do one of his feet. Forget which part goes in. I think it was the short part in. Can't remember. Like for the inner part. The inner. And then the longer part out. Now this part's tricky because we don't know if his leg will fit. Whoops. So yeah, I highly recommend the PLA version of this print. And then hopefully that'll work just right for you. We sent him the link. Remember, and this is also what I do when someone asks a question. It's great that the rest of the world watches, but a lot of these videos are by request. Like, hey, I can't print the Dummy 13. I can't print the Dummy 13. I'm trying. I was like, you know what? Let me try it. And I'll do it live, or I'll make the video on it. So when you get, or someone asked me about the remote controller, I made the video about the RC controller because someone was like, hey, how do I, connect it? And I was like, oh, let's figure it out. And then I made the video and then I throw it up. So that's how I get a lot of the ideas from my videos. A lot of them are, people send me emails, or sometimes I'll see a comment and be like, hey, that's a great idea for another video, like that. And so it's directed towards the person who had asked. And when they say thank you, I'm like, oh, great. I can sleep in. And, they please and thank you. Remember, please and thank you. When they say thank you, I'm like, oh, that's great. But then, of course, you'll get the haters and the trolls. I'm like, whatever. That video was meant to change his life. And it did, and then I move on to the next one. That's the mindset that goes behind the videos. It's not like making videos. I mean, of course, everyone is enjoying them, but it's usually most of our requests. Like the last video that went up in Dutch, and someone had asked me how to dub, and I posted it, and then they're like, "What other languages?" And then someone said Dutch, so I dubbed one in Dutch, and then that was there, and then. Of course, you get some haters and whatever, but you got to remember, 80% of the world does not speak English. So that's a big portion. If you're a YouTube content creator, and if you could target a bigger audience, based on like maybe someone has a niche that folks in Asia could benefit from. Maybe someone has a niche that the folks in the Midwest could. Well, the Midwest is just English. But another country in Canada, like because in Canada, I think they speak French, right? So like you try to. Well, I don't know if that will go in, but we'll see. To broaden your reach, right? Well, that went in. So that you can get more views and more subscribers, right? Like kind of like pop artists do the same thing too. They'll sing their most popular songs in the language to the country that they are visiting. See, look at that. Except his foot is backwards. I gotta do it. So thankfully, I'm glad I scaled it at 105% because everything just fits right in. Except we got some glitchy parts. See, look at that. The PLA version of the Dummy 13 works fair. There are some parts that I'll have to print, but the good thing is that we will have all legs, and he'll be Man-at-Arms. Remember Man-at-Arms from He-Man? Man-no-Arms. This is going to be... But that's okay. That's an easy fix. And I'll bring out the microscope so that you guys can see what happened to these parts. A little bit of a bummer. But this definitely does not go there. That's not part of the hip. Yeah, it's out of a bummer. And I have a couple of videos. Oh, and then someone reached out to me. So the video that's 8 minutes long, someone actually emailed me and said, hey, can you show how to splice? Can I do like a version of the video? And when I have a version of Cura in one particular video, where you can splice model into parts. And someone said the last video was too long and they just want to splice them. I was like, sure, I'll do that. And that one, so there's a one that's 8 minutes long, but the one that came out yesterday covered all the details. Everything you'd want to know has a new person. You remember, new. This is a beginner channel. Everything you'd want to know has a new person getting into printing, getting into drones, getting into soldering, getting into etc. So it's not, my channel is not geared toward, so usually the people who complain are the ones that are like real novice, like, you know, like they're FPV connoisseurs, and they don't have time for that. I know that already. I know that. Of course you do. We are beginners. Oh, let me bring out, actually, I'm not sure if I can bring out the microscope, but see that. I don't know how that happened. The reason why I say bring out the microscope, because usually I have to have that stuff connected beforehand, and if it's not, we lose our audio, and I'm not streaming from a key, and this is definitely not going to fit, because if I put that, maybe yeah, I think it might, the pressure, yeah. And which part goes on the outside? Hold on. Okay. Oh, I'll just look at the diagram. And I'll just do as many as I can. Complainers, give them no interaction. Exactly. Yep. Can't please everyone. Let's see. The round part goes out. All right, so then we just hope and pray it doesn't pop. That has happened with these particular parts. But we're doing pretty good. This is like the first time I've been able to print the Dummy 13 without scaling anything. So sweet. Sort of. You just got to make sure it doesn't pop. It is bulging out, which is a little bit of a bummer. And this was why some of the Dummy 13 was actually scaled, you know. But in this case, I could see how it's bulking out because of the it didn't print as fluid as we wanted it to, and that should be in there. But that's okay. We're gonna have to print. Remember, this is live. You get to see what's happening. We're gonna have to print the arm parts, which is probably 2 pieces altogether, which is fine, or maybe not. This one's a little bit bigger. All right, so now I'm just gonna put Humpty Dumpty back together again. This really, hopefully it goes in. Nice. Even though it was bulky, it went in. And that's what you want. And then we have his little shin, those little kneecaps. Yeah, so this is why my dream is to print him at maybe 200%. I don't know about 300, but to print them bigger because, and I'm a little nervous too because as you can see, can you imagine me printing on my printer this at 300% and then finding out some of these parts printed like this, or like it just doesn't work, it doesn't go in, and then I gotta do it again. Nah, maybe on the newer printer, when the newer printer comes, I might get lucky. But I printed so many things that I know it's hard to say. That, see, there we go. And we're gonna do his other leg. That it's the printer, but this is the only print I've had trouble with. And a lot of times I'll see a print, I'll be like, oh my god, that's so cool, I want that. It will be mine. Basically, it will be mine. And then I go out of my way to try and figure out how it's printed, but this one's not going in. Did I do it right? Yeah, you did it right. Yep. Oh, I see how it goes. Okay. Then I'll just push it down. Oh, no wonder why I did it backwards. Okay. The shin part. Remember, don't force it. If you have to force it, then it means that it's not working. So now this is the tricky part, getting this in. So sometimes, hopefully this will fit. Oh, there we go. See? And then we've got it a little. Sometimes you just have to double check. Sweet. Well, we got lucky the first time we printed the Dummy 13, and it didn't have to be scaled. Just maybe some parts went defunct on us, but it's okay. We can print them again, those parts. That's for the shoulder. You can tell the calves part, the heel, is one, it's a different shape. Oh, sort of. Oh, there it is. And I believe the lower part goes on the inside. Yeah, I'll leave it for the inner part. It's hard to tell, to be honest with you. But you'll know when you see it. See? And then, except that's not a heel, that's a shoulder. Lower part goes on the inseam, I believe. I don't know, maybe Dave could tell us. It's really cool. Someone came to us. Dave, welcome to the channel. We got a lot of guys that ride bikes here. I ride bikes too. I ride bicycles. I do long distance rides. I do like 100 miles, 200 miles. The weather's warming up. I might do some live streams on my bike until the battery dies. I don't have anything electric. One day, when I learn to drive the clutch, I'll become a clutch master. You'll see me on my motorcycle. On my motorcycle that doesn't have a clutch. Wonder if they have that. I remember I was into those beach cruisers. Apparently they have them without clutches on them. And some of them go about 80, 90 miles an hour, but they just look like the only thing missing on them is a basket in the front. I want something, if you want like a real motorbike, you're gonna have to get a clutch, man. And then, nice, I got that one. See that? Look at that, Dummy 13. We got lucky. See, and then this is video. This one's live. A lot of the videos, other videos are scripted. The ones where I'm not scripted, but you know they're planned out methodically, so that everything happens on one take. But this is a Dummy 13. Like, can you imagine if I cut out all the parts? We're like, hey, we'll be back. We're just gonna try and print it, and then boom, I'm back in like 30 seconds. But then sometimes you go to print it, we gotta clean off the board, right? we gotta prep the file. We gotta maybe splice the file, which I think we might do in we might splice it. See, pretty neat. Then he gets his kneecaps. Wow, so this is the PLA version. Remember, this video was by request. Apparently one of our viewers / subscribers was having trouble, and so we make these videos so that you don't have to. And we found the PLA version. Oh wow, his kneecaps work. A PLA version only of the Dummy 13. Some of the parts printed a little sketchy, but I believe we got a little lucky. I'm going to try and finagle it so that we only have to print maybe one part, but that's okay. It's a live stream, and this video is dedicated to you. Wow, I like that. That's the first time a kneecap ever snapped in. Wow, remember this was all printed at, well, no, the inner parts, the internal, right, frame, these little gray pieces, the skeleton basically was printed at 100%. The armor was printed at 105%, which was pretty good if you ask me. I think you probably could, I could have done 106, but we'll see. All right, so these are the part. I think I'm going to try and finagle one, and I want to see how one prints, and then we'll just spend time scaling, not scaling, but finagling it. This one, that's a little weird. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. Just trying to figure out this part here. Oh yeah, okay. The lower part goes in. See, in case you're wondering what I'm looking at. It's nice that this one left it there. We did the feet. No, I'm just gonna do the arms. Where are the arms? Here go the arms. I just can't remember. Okay, outer part round, out round. So that's here, and inner part flat. So here it is. Wish me luck. This is the part that freaks me out because I'm afraid that it's gonna. See, it should go in. What about? I don't know. Dave might have left. Dave may be busy, but I wonder at 300% how this part worked out for Dave. Oh, the little shoulder parts. You know. But this is pretty good. This is worthy of a thumbnail. But we're going to print one part, right? But we might splice it in Cura. I don't want to splice it in Bamboo. Okay, so remember, you need something heavy. That's why you keep seeing me go down on the floor. I use the weight of this. And then I basically, in case you're wondering, just do this and push down and let it pop. Nice, that one went in, but it's a little bulky if you ask me. Like, it's a little, like, to the point where I think it could be printed again, but I'm just gonna print one again, you know. Yeah, it's all right. And I want to print one again just to see what happens, just for the experience, so that we know, you know, that this wasn't luck. All right, so there we go. So we have, I think we got one arm. Is that right? La, 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 la. No, oh yeah, then we have this part here. This little arm and shield, see? Which goes in here. Nice. See? And then we have here, remember one arm is going to get printed. I believe that's it. No, it's the wrong way. Wait, is that the right? No, that's the right way. May have done one wrong. We did that. We did that. Okay. Let me just do here. Da, 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 da. See, this goes like this. Oh, you can't see. And there we go. Little joint. Except the elbow joint go the opposite way. Okay. Is there a left or a right? No, so it's fine. You can leave it backwards if need be. Then we have the other joint, which is this one here. But first we have to put his other piece of right here. Da, da, da. See? And that goes in like that. Well, we got lucky. Da, da, da. And then that goes here. And then this, I believe, goes here. Yep. And push it in until it, voila. And then the hands, this will probably be, I think it, yeah, we have left and right hand. I remember one time I didn't, had to print it separate. And then now, this is the hardest part. Oh wow, hands are tight. Hands are snug, like so snug they're hard to get in. Hands could probably be scaled up a little bit. And then we have that, where's that? Very interesting. I think the hand is a little bit different. Oh, no wonder why. Because we have the joint that goes here, right? And then the joint that goes the other way. Okay. Here's the tricky part. Oh, you know what? We have a harder surface, which is right here. Sometimes you need a harder surface. There, voila. And then we have, before we put the arm on though, we want to make sure that everything is up to par. And then voila. Wait, almost. Bingo, we got it. Look at that. This is pretty good. It could use some tweaking. I don't know what those magic numbers are, but we'll find out when we print the other part again. Because we are... oh, so it does go underneath. A little bit of a bummer. This part is going to be luck. Got it. Sort of. It's a little snug. Like really snug, but it went in. See? Kind of neat. It's snug. That was a really tight. You gotta. I mean, you shouldn't have to put muscle into it. That's why I'm afraid to print it at 300% or even 200. I might try 150, but it's pretty good considering a lot of the parts snapped in, except for one of his kneecaps. Right. One of his kneecaps. But we got lucky. All because of the failed print. Sometimes. Let's see. Look at that. So we're definitely going to print this again. We're going to print one of those where we can rebuild him a little bit lower. From his arms, Man at Arms. Let's see. I wonder if the comments are still here. Hold on, I'm just going to go to the channel. Oops. Nope, that's it. We only had one viewer. All right. So now, yeah, let me print the other part, which is part of his shoulder. We got some joints here. It's weird though because looks like there's only one part of his arm. Oh, we got two parts. We got one part here because this part goes here with his joint, except I want to make sure it goes in correctly. Yeah, so first you put this in and that goes like this, and then you got to push it in a little bit. See? And then you put in his joint, right? And then the joint goes here, but then you can't do the joint without putting the other part in, which we can't do until we print. Maybe two more of these. All right, so we're going to print two parts. Should take 5 to 10 minutes. But this is live, you know. This is for the fellow who couldn't print his Dummy 13, and we got some parts that printed a little different. Only two, well, 4 altogether, but we made it work. And now we want to see what happens when we print these individually. So come with me on the journey as we print shit. All right. So now we're just gonna have to go here. We're just gonna pop out the comments again, and then do pop out chats, and then go here, and then we can close that for now. So this is where we got our Dummy 13 file from. We chose the one at the bottom, 0.2% infill, which is PLA only. We're gonna open it in Bambu Studios, and just discard if you have something else open. Now make sure that you are in your, see how it says Bambu over there? Here, I'll open up the cursor. I don't have the Bambu printer. I have to make sure my printer, the Creality, is selected, use my modified settings, and I believe I don't need anything in the armor, and I need something from the frame. Now I need a particular part. So we go here, right click. Huh, interesting, there's no split. Wow, that's a little bit of a bummer. Where's the cut tool? There's the cut tool, but it's all one part. Simplify, clone. See, the split is not selected. I wonder if I can, where's the cut? Cut it. No, it's not gonna, it's just gonna cut like different, you see, cut the parts. Or can I cut? No, that's only from there. Damn it, you're killing me. The other video I made shows you how to cut, but you can't really cut these pieces. That's okay, we'll do it in Cura and then bring it back in. Or just send it to the printer that way. Alright, so we'll go here, home. Go back to the print file here, and then go right here, download STL, download all, and there it is there. Just view in here. See, there's the Dummy 13 inside its folder, and then, oh wow, no wonder why it's one of those files. I don't know if I'll be able to splice that in Cura. Well, let's see. La, 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 la. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's fine. We'll just get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll just zoom in a little bit, move that over to the center. And then you just right click, and then you go into mesh tool, and then we go split model into parts. And then you just wait. You get a spinning beach ball, but I wish it was that simple in Bambu. See, and now if I zoom in, bring this down a little bit so that you guys can have a peek. I need This part. Which part? Should have split it into parts. 8 meshes. Probably because it's stuck together. Right click, mesh tool, right? Reload, replace, check, split model into parts. See, oh, it says object 3 could not be split into submeshes. Oh man. Let's try again. Mesh tools. Split model into parts. Nope. Let's see what's in the download folder. Dummy 13. Runner. Nope. Unless, hold on a second, let's try this. Let's go here. Go there. File. Dun, 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 dun. Export. Forget which one it was. Let's try STL. And then leave it on the desktop. Save it. Dun, 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 dun. No, that didn't work. Open files. Export. We don't want G-code. Test. Save it. Nope, we just keep saving it. Dumber. Well, bummer. Alright, let's try this then. Let's go here, not the female, but the male. And I'll experiment with that later because you guys don't need to. Go click it. And then we don't want to download it. Now it should open in Bamboo Studios and let us do what we want to do with it. Right, hopefully. That's what we're going to do. Make a few plates. We don't need you. Oops. Wow, didn't realize you could have stuff floating in the air. We don't need you. And then let's see if this one. Nope. Is there a split? Oh, yay! See, split is here. Let's make sure it's PLA. Oh, let's make sure we select my printer and see what it gives us. And then here. Fuck. It's PETG. Man. The reason why I'm saying oh fuck is because the settings. Anyway, let's split it. I don't care. And like the settings are set for PETG, and I don't know how it's going to turn out on the printer. Let's see. Split to parts. And wow, that sucks. Nothing split. It worked in my other video. Split the parts. Touch the board. And then voila. Split the part. And then let's try this. You know what? And then cut here. We split the parts. And then go. Selected object could not be split. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Control here. It's okay. There's another STL another version that has all the parts in pieces. And then split the parts. And then it did work. sucks though. Like I should be able to take apart. Okay, you know what we'll do? Bum, bum, bum. Mesh tool. Split model into parts. Nope. It's fine. We'll close this. We'll close that. And then we will go here. Let's go back into the internet. See, he put them together like this. Ah, original. There we go. Yay. Plated separated parts. Open in Bamboo Studios. I hate when they make these STL files and then let's go to my printer. Oh man, but that's not what I want. Are you shitting me? It is kind of cool though. I hate when they make these STL files and they there's like a million. This is just for armor. Original runners. See, then we need the other one. Original separate parts. And like this dummy 13, it works perfect. Like, oh my god, this is great. And then all of a sudden you go back, oh, I'm going to download it again. And then there's version 3. Like, what the hell? It was fine the first time. There was no need to fix it. See, here we go. All right, so I need, it's weird though that it wouldn't let us split it. I have that. You know what? Let's do, we have that, we have that, we have that. That one's fine. Don't need that. That's the neck. Don't need that. Do I need it? Nope. Don't need a joint. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. That's a leg. We did all the legs. Legs are good. And no joints. No joints. No joints. Hold on. Oh, because it's printing double. And I just want to make sure that it's the one that, yep, it's that one. Okay, so we need that. We don't need that. So basically we need that and that. What's that one now? I don't know what, oh, yeah, I don't know what that is. That's so weird. Maybe to like a post, a shield or something. I don't know. We don't need that. I can't remember. Yeah, we do need that. Something like that. I think. Can't remember. But I know we don't need. I might need that. Oh, do we need one of those? Nope, it's all joints. Nice. Let's see now. See, because this piece is for arm, and then this piece, I believe, oh, I don't think we need that. That's probably part of the leg. And then this piece is the upper forearm. See right there, and then that one goes. Too bad you can't spin it, so you can see this piece goes into there. I wonder if I could print it like that. Can you imagine that? Like, let me see, hold on. Like, if I could, whoops. If I could put it in like that. And then just let it print like that. Oh, it does print like that. That's so weird. It has that little groove in there. That's so interesting that it's in there. Well, I could print it like that, and then let that go like that. Wouldn't that be wild? But yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Well, look, yeah, it does have that little thing in there. I don't know why though. I guess to solidify the joints and make it go in, but I pulled one out because it wouldn't go in. All right. So on that note, now that we've got that selected, make sure you have your printer. See, it says Bamboo. We don't have Bamboo. Now the other part is, this part's going to be tricky. Maybe I'll put one here, one there, and one there. Just give them a little bit of space. See? I'm going to experiment later and see if I can get brim supports. And then now, it's already, all that configuration is there, which is just awesome. So now I'm just gonna slice it, except it's in PETG. But you know what? We're gonna change it to Creality, Battles. Hopefully it'll, you know, change some of the temperature settings. But for some reason it wants this to be in PETG, and there's one particular version. Oh, and then the scale, this doesn't get scaled. We left this at 100%. And to know that, see, the strength is all there, cubic, speed. Oh, to know, just click it, and then you press scale, right? And you see everything's at 100. We're not finagling it. Now my only dilemma is, like, should I print all three at the same time or one? You know what? Let's print all three, and we'll go to export. Oh, right here. Go here. Slice plate. I kept thinking I was in Cura, and this will take 37 minutes. Model printing time, oh no, 14 minutes. Okay, total time 14. That's for filament, 37 M's, which is 1.1 G's. Okay, we can live with that as long as it prints, right? So we got 14 minutes, 15 minutes total. And then we're going to, no, we won't print it because I can't get to it from here. But we'll go here, export G code, and then we'll go, oh nice, frame forearm. And then we'll go there. It saved it, so then if I go to devices, log in. See, I can access my printer from the, that's why I like the Bamboo Slicer. I don't know, Cura was my latest thing. If you've been following me, you'll notice that you know, like, things change over time as I just become more open to the experience that just works right for you. I'm like, wow, it's, at first it's overwhelming, the whole interface of Bamboo Studios. Now I got to clean off the board. You always want to clean it off, make sure there's no remnants. See, like that stuff on there can defunct your print. That's just a 3D lock, the stuff to help things stick to the board. Hopefully this will work. All right, and we'll just press print. In case you're wondering where I press print, right here in the Bamboo Studios. See, I can access my printer and print. Voila, success. This is really cool. I like this. Really cool. First time I've been able to print the Dummy 13 in one filament. I'm going to try another one, the one that says, you know, PETG and then PLA, etc. Look at that, and he moves. He grooves a little tight, but I'm glad I did it 100. But we still, it wasn't like Dave's where he didn't have to tweak it. Everything was 300 and 300. We did have to tweak this. The outside is printed at 105 and the inside is printed at, and you can tell, like, it just wouldn't fit. Imagine if I'd done 100. I'm glad the printer crashed last night because I got that, and then I took some of the spare parts. I was like, I wonder if it'll fit in, and I got lucky, it fit in. And I said, let me see if 105 will work, and I was like, yes. I was like, yeah, it happens. So that goes there, that goes there. Nice, really nice. We're getting there, slowly but surely. And this one is, so this one's printed correctly, believe it or not. But the original Dummy 13 that you download from, I think it was Maker World or Printables, I think Maker World, or whichever one, doesn't have these inside of there. And why this is there, I don't know. Maybe to hold it together so it doesn't split. Could be. Either way, which this, I just want to see how it prints. So this is supposed to go into here. This one printed, so in other words, this one may have printed okay. We might have a full arm. Yeah, you know what? Let's put Humpty Dumpty back together again, because basically according to this, it's legit, you know? Supposedly. It's just different. Alright, so let's see what we have here. What we have here. Da, 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 da. Remember, the round part goes on the outside, right? And then the can't do it by hand, unfortunately. At least I can't. You might be able to. So I'll try it on the table. So you seed it in a little bit, and then what you do is you take something like, well, this is all I got. You could use a book, something metal. So I wouldn't recommend using these, because sometimes you can accidentally pinch yourself as these things open, and you could wind up in the emergency room. Like, what were you doing? I was like, I was making my dummy. 13. See, it went in. You gotta be really careful. But again, use something flatter and heavier. But I know where the sharpest points are on this. So I know that if it opens, see, that's like that. And then that. But it doesn't matter. They're freaking needle nose pliers. Anybody knows if you ever use those for stripping, it's painful when you get nicked. All right, knowing that, moving forward, we'll see how that one prints. And then we have here his little joint. See? Yay. I'm gonna watch that print because I got 3 little pieces printed on there. And then for here, we'll just apply pressure. This is great. My first dummy 13 on one print. Without, it's all PLA. No pet chi. See? Sweet. Wow. I wonder why they didn't. Again, I don't know why they didn't do the original one like this. Oh man. Oh no, it's fine. I didn't miss one. I was like, oh no, I forgot about his other parts. It's alright. May have to take an arm off. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I may have to take his arm off. I need to push it down some more to make it flush, so that the other piece goes into. This is the part where I get nervous, because there have been times when this part breaks and pops and goes flying. You know, and then you're like, damn it. Then I gotta print it again, which is fine because it's already printing again. It's pretty strong. Oh, I see why they did that. Interesting. Because I want to leave room for the other part that goes in. Okay, so now this will be a little tricky. Look at that. Man at Arms. Da-da-da. Oh man. Maybe. I might take his arm off. Yeah, I'll maybe take his arm off and then put it on again, because it's really tricky to get his like shielding on. Got it. See, that would have never been possible if his arm was there. And then we have another part of the armor which goes in here. And that goes here, and then his joints go in. This part we have to squeeze. Oh man, bummer. See, that's why I needed to make sure that the joint was pushed all the way in, because, which it doesn't really go all the way in, to be honest with you. It's possible that it has to go the other way. Nope, it's correct. What a bummer. Yeah, flat part goes in on the inside. I'll show you in a second in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. Man, got one. And it looks like we get the other. Yeah, I think we can put his hand on. Oh man! Oh no! It's like, oh no! I put it on wrong. Because you know, left is right, right is left. Sweet. The Dummy 13 and all PLA works. PLA only. Don't hate the player, right? The player. PLA. I wonder what PLA's. PLA. Well, maybe we'll probably do like a hand with him holding something, because I think he has a staff, but there was no staff to be downloaded. It might be in another STL file. Oh. Sweet. Wow. Except that is a wrong hand. I need a left hand. Yep. It's hard to take these hands off. Requires muscle. There we go. I don't know. Can't see kids doing this. I could see like you busting your hand, having to go to the ER from like getting your fingers nicked in this thing. Sweet. We did it. I'll give you a full. Wow, it looks nice in 2 colors too. This is all PLA. Yep, PLA. Well, this is the multicolored PLA from back in the day. Wow. Looks so strong. Is this the woman though? Oh yeah, this is a woman. The Dummy 13 female, because it's got breast. Or maybe it could be like the transgender version, because all they gave her was a torso with boobs underneath. I don't know, but yeah, it looks like, yeah, look, it's a Dummy 13. Let me scroll down and look, because this was, yeah, because he's flat-chested and she's more robust. Hold on one second. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Let's go back here. Go back to home. Recently updated. Oh, Dummy 13 female. Ah, interesting. Dummy 13 minimal. Okay, so then let's see what. Oh yeah. So Dummy 13 lady version. Interesting. Okay. Let me go back into my browser. So I printed this one. This was the one I thought oh yeah, it is that one. Okay, so we go to open image in new tab. We can zoom in on her. Yeah, it is her or him. I don't know. Maybe that's how the original Dummy 13. I don't know if it's boobs or not, but it's hard to tell. Let's see what the female looks like. Oh, female. I really don't know how to tell, you know. I can't. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe it is. I should have marked it, supposedly, because it says on this is the one I downloaded, but I didn't realize that they put a woman in there, which is fine. It looks kind of cool. I'd never know. You'd never know. No one's gonna know. But this is really cool. All PLA, multicolor filament, which it looks really cool, and it's solid. It's strong. I'll show you guys on the bigger camera so that you can see here. Look at that. First time printing the Dummy 13 on one try. It's all in PLA. All right. This is really cool. Was one of my, and this one was printed in I think PETG and PLA. And we didn't make it that far because not all of the parts printed, as you can see. So he's like, oh, okay, so can you see? Oh, you can see. I can't see it from there. Excuse me. And then see? That's why he looks half robot, half assembled. This is great. No tweaking. Let's check the print though. Nice. Everything is still working out. This is not the 3D print of the week. 3D print of the week will be tomorrow. This was just, we were answering someone's question. And when we answer questions, we do it in real time. So when they had asked, I said, I'm going to print it. See how there's a version in PLA. And this is it. Kind of neat, huh? And then I'll just go here. This is really cool. I'm so happy, like, because I've always wanted to print the Thummy 13 in one shot, and we get two birds with one stone, not configuring. And that's the beauty of the Bamboo Slicer. Like when you open this STL file up inside of Cura doesn't know. Cura just knows it's an STL file. It didn't take any of the settings, any of the configurations, and all that other fun stuff. See right there, it says dynamic. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Right here, it says dynamic. Let's see what happens when we open up that recent STL file. What is this one? Unable to open file. Hold on. Let's just go to downloads. And then we'll go here. All parts frame. Can't open it. How about this one? It won't do it. Did it before though. Let's try this one. And then here. Something must have happened when I... Alright, so here we go. See? And it opened it, but everything is in dynamic by default. Whereas when you open the same file, right, it shouldn't be dynamic. So Cura will open your file, but here, watch. And if I go here, open it, click the one you want, 10% infill, all that stuff. That's why I like Bamboo. It's like I was missing out on a lot. And then when I press it, make sure I have my printer selected, right? And then if I go to Creality, and if I go here, highlight it, and if I go here to the strength, all the settings are already there. And then the quality, look at that. See? Everything. It's just phenomenal. I don't know why, which is why when you open it in Cura, you have to see the infill right there. And then we have, like just somehow new everything. And the walls setting, which were in the strength, here. And then we go here. So it's not in dynamic, it's in standard. Oh, you see, here it is. Oh, it tells you right there. See, 0.2 mm standard. And then I just chose my printer, but I didn't choose this. It chose it for me. And then you have optimal too. So let's see if we can open up an optimal file. Okay, we'll close this, and then we'll go high quality. Okay, so we're going to open up the high quality one. Open it in Bamboo Studios. Hey, Merkabay! Well, I didn't see you guys. Hold on a second. I was just so now, see, if I go here, it's 0.16. So it knows. And this is the beauty. Let's see if I just disregard, which is fine. See, 16 Creality optimal. So it just knows. And Cura won't do that. Cura will open your file, but that's it. Let's see. We got our print. Look at that. No, I just want to see how beautiful they look. Let me just say hello to you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. hold on. So I was just showing. Isn't that cool how the was it Bombay Sapphire rum? I'm thinking about my rum. Isn't it cool how the Bamboo Studio does everything for you? Like when you open that same file in Cure, it just sees the STL, and then you have to either know how to configure it or just keep your fingers crossed and good luck. Hold on. Let me close it. That's why I started using the Bamboo Studios, and there'll be a few more videos on it because I'm just blown away by it. Markaby, let's see what we got. Hey, Midnight Off-Road Runner, welcome back. We missed you. Liam, Lou, early stream. One of my kids is home, and I have off today. Yeah, it's a long story, but she should be okay. Is it not odd yet? You should make a 13 big enough to hold your phone or a small camera. I would love to. That's my dream. I want to do like Dave did, but I'm still struggling with it. Like I got it to print with some tweaks. You know, I want to see how these parts printed again. If they printed cleaner. Yoel Adams, make one big enough. Yeah, I know that's I was actually thinking I need a phone holder because I don't have one. I mean, I have one here, but it's not like, it doesn't really work. It's like, it came with the Mel Science kit, so you can, but I need something for my phone so that I can just like keep it here and actually holds it. Can you imagine that dummy 13 holding it? Bamboo are oh, that's why, that explains it. Bamboo are the Lamborghini of 3D printing companies right now. Interesting. No, I didn't buy the Ender 3V yet. But something's coming soon. We'll know within I reached out to someone who's going to buy my printer, so things are in the works. Within the next few weeks we will see, and I just can't share anything because I don't know anything yet. No news is good news, but there's a printer, and we have the budget for it because we sold the Neo, we sold the digital pad, we sold some other stuff, so it's not the funding issue, it's something else, but I'll share with you once the new printer comes. I'll even share with you the emails too that I've been going back and forth. Alright, so knowing that, moving forward, but so not yet, but we are, you know, we're getting a new printer, guaranteed. Anyway, on that note, that's all I can say. No Ender V3 yet, but something's coming. Alright, so knowing that and moving forward, and that's why I'm making a lot of videos to help those who in the works. I have another video coming out today. But I love it. I didn't realize that what I was missing. It really is the Lamborghini of freaking. If I wish I had known that in the beginning, you know. Let's see how these parts printed. But what do you know? Because every time I opened up the Bamboo Studios, it was just so overwhelming. You know, I knew everything I needed to know about Cure inside out, like literally. How to troubleshoot, how to finagle it, how to work with the moderator, you know. You know, all that fun stuff. I knew, and basically, it was my go-to. It was the beginning, and that when you know everything about one particular product, right, and then someone tells you about another one, you're like, you know, you love your stuff, you love your product, and then you're not open to trying something new because, you know, the world is your oyster in Creality. So they printed okay. They printed similar, a little bit better though when they printed individual. This one, fair, but that's what we have tweezers for. Oh, and that's the other thing. The temperature by default does run a little bit hotter. For me, when I did the hot test on this, so if I go to, where is it? Where's my Bamboo? If I go to my recent files, I think this one's PLA. Which one's PLA? Oh, so here's generic PLA. So if I go to the settings on, oh, you can't see. So this yellow right here is PLA. If I go to the settings on the PLA here, recommended, the nozzle temperature on here is 190. That's just too freaking hot. Not really too hot, but over here, nozzle print temperature. Okay, so the nozzle temperature, but the print temperature here is 220. See that? Now, on when I notice when I do 220, well, it chooses 220 for me. 220 on the Bambu slicer, I get a lot of stringing, like literally I need to burn them off. But if I go to Cura, right? Cura, your default settings for PLA are set there automatically forever. So if I go to PLA, right? If I go to Ender 3 S1 Pro, manage printers, and then if I go to machine settings, not here, hold on. Hopefully it lets me. After, if you go there too many times, then it won't. See, I'm done. I'm done. I gotta quit it again. Damn it. Okay, manage printers. See, I can't manage printers anymore. Manage printers. Let me see. And I'll go here. Ender 3 S1 Pro. See, it won't let me. So now I gotta quit it. Hold on. Oh, it takes a while to quit, but I'll show you. By default, the print temperatures are set from behind the scenes, and it stays that way forever. Whereas here, it's per file. Each file is different. Like, it's just, you know, you add it, and then say the PLA blue. Let's see what the blue is. Well, that one's still quitting. See, 220 print temperature. But you'll see mine. Cura automatically sets it. I didn't set it. Cura is just a little. I'll do a force quit. This is the part that takes a while. If you've seen me print before, this is a headache. See, reflector is not responding. I'm not even using reflector. And then Cura, do a force quit. And then now we just wait. Noah Lerma. I don't know what Switch. Oh, Switch. Probably Nintendo Switch issues. People contact me regarding the Nintendo Switch. People contact me like regarding a lot of my videos. That's why I'm not losing sleep when someone says, "Hey, could you make them?" You know, like someone's not crazy about them, because my email is filled with people saying thank you, sending me files like Liam, or just asking me questions because they tried it and it didn't work. Let's see what this one says though. Noah yeah, it is a Switch video. Okay, here, I'll share with you guys what he says. But hold on, let's open up Cura before we read Noah's email. Okay, so now we're just gonna go here, Ender 3 S1 Pro, right? That's our printer. Manage printers, and then if you go to materials, see right here, and if I click on, see, generic PLA, right, and then print settings, it's there. So my default printing temperature is 200. I would never know that if I was printing with the Bambu Studios from the beginning. So when I went back into the Bambu Studios and changed, like click there, went here, and I didn't do 220, but I changed it to 205. My prints stopped. You know, like I stopped seeing this crap on there, like that stringy stuff. For me, but there's a million and one reasons why your printers might do that. For me, this was why. But it's easy to come off. Just use the tweezer. For me, it was easy because I printed a Benchy, and it was stringing all over the place. See that right there? See that? Like those little. And thankfully they come off, but I've seen worse. For me, it's a heat thing. For you, it might be something else. So then I printed the Benchy again right here, and there were no strings attached. Kind of neat, huh? But I don't know. I know that I've seen other people share their experience about stringing, and which means I got to get a lighter. I'm in the market for a lighter now. I was thinking, do I get a Zippo lighter? Do I just use I don't want to use the heat gun because that's freaking hot. Like, what kind of lighter do you guys have to like burn stuff? I know the Zippo. I don't know. I was thinking a Zippo, something like cool, but it gives me my flame. You know, I want my flame. I want a cool flame. But something not just cool. Maybe it doesn't have to be a Zippo. Maybe it has to be something 3D print friendly, but definitely not a blowtorch. Definitely not something to make creme brulees. So yeah, that's what you gotta remember to do that if you see something like that on your printer. And I don't do it because, as you can see, the STL files I've been downloading from the Bamboo Studios have oh wow, nice. Have so that worked. Also worked better. Okay. So it worked better, cleaner, nice. Doesn't look like it's bulking out. So the other one did. So if you need these parts again, just do that. This is great. Don't use these because you could accidentally get pinched. I might find a different tool, or maybe go in the garden. I'll start looking around the garden for some like really cool flat rocks that I can just keep one down here, or something heavy. I don't know. Maybe you guys know of something that I might have laying around, or make something that I don't have to buy something new. So whenever I have prints like this, I have to use my device from Home Depot. Nice. So it worked. Check it out. And yeah, it came out. The parts came out a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. But is that it? Yeah, that was all we printed. Just these three, because I wasn't sure. But dummy 13. Remember, the outside gets scaled to 105. We were able to do it in one print. This is all PLA because apparently there's a PLA version. If you scroll up to the top and then go to the bottom. Wow. So yeah, I could see Bamboo being the Lamborghini. I only had one issue with it yesterday. That was it. It crashed, but it's freaking awesome. I don't know what I've been missing. I still go back to Creality. But it's just like my it's sad when you transition into something new when you were using something before, and you're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to you? Are we gonna do this, remove him? Are we gonna quit the app and then remove him from the dock forever? I don't know. When all that stuff is configured for you, like I removed it, see, now it's gone. I just went, especially with this one, it's gone forever. It's still in my applications, but I'm a big fan of the Creality printer, but they should not go into slicing. But look at that. So yeah, that's it. But let's say hello to you guys, because you guys are abroad, meaning overseas. The gents. Let's see. Yeah, sounds good. All right, so yeah, great seeing you guys. This is not the 3D print of the week. This was in reference to a question that was asked by one of our viewers / subscribers. We'll just go back to the channel and we'll just pop this out, and then we'll go here. This video is dedicated to you. Oh, someone asking which TPU I'm using. I'll tell you in a second. Read if you have. Oh, nice. We got another comment. Here it is for Liam and the folks. Can you send all the measurements for all the parts? Mine does not print. Yeah, tell me about it. Mine never printed too. And we found one. We found one that worked. Did I send him the link to the live stream though? Yep. No, that's the GitHub repository, Maker World. And no, so we should send him the live stream. Open link in new window. Okay, you send all the measurements for all the parts. Mine does not print. Tell me about it. We found one that. Okay, that was weird. All right, so here we go. Click reply on the live stream. It works. The PLA version. Oops. VERSION. Voila. Let's go here. Oh, I did say it. All right, so let's cancel there, and then delete that one, and then delete that one, and then we'll edit this one. Oh no, I didn't do it. By here, we'll just say, hope this helps. Let us know how it goes. Printed in PLA live. Great idea for new video. Thanks a bunch. All right. Now we send the link. Did it. That's so cool. I like that. I like it finally printed. If anybody's here in the US, it's hard to ship internationally. Nothing again, it's international. We have contests here. If you do win the contest, you get an Amazon gift card for whatever the prize is. In this case, Liam can tell you that something like this to ship abroad, or as they would say overseas, would be about 40 bucks, 25, 30 bucks, literally. Why, I don't know. Shipping is expensive, but we know we have another contest coming up on our next soldering video, so stay on the lookout for that, because we will have winners there, local and abroad. So if you're local, we ship you it. If someone abroad wins it, we draw again to give someone here a try. Well, this is just freaking awesome. Anyway, now for the final test. Just want to see something and see how it goes. Let me just go to my here. So if you're local, we ship you it. I'm just going to turn the sound off, mute it, let it play, and then go 5, 1, 2, 3, and then go 5, 5. It's just working its magic, and then hopefully I want to see something. You might hear an echo. Just go to my no. You hear an echo. Sound off. Mute it. Let it play. And then go 5. 1, 2, 3, and then go 5. It's fair. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll put this here, right about there. Move this over here, like that. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Anyway, that's pretty much it on 5. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. We have tomorrow's 3D print of the week coming. And if you have ideas for other videos too, leave those down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time on 5. All right, that's it. It's a cool stream. Great seeing you guys. Mark Bay, Yoel, Dave S. Really cool channel, Dave. Mark Bay. I think Mark Bay and Midnight Off-Road Runner. They ride bikes too. Real, like you, Dave. One day you'll see me on mine too, and it won't. No, I was gonna say it won't have a clutch. No, it will have a clutch. My neighbor Dan, he actually rides. He's got a whole motorcycle collection, not bicycle collection. All right, that's